cutting up like a brand new jigsaw. I just blew a blunt with my in-law. Pete Cola taught me how to cook, how to let it go, no look. Chris Paul, Central Florida had things in order. Couple whole things, a couple quarters. Coach told me never pass the rock, cause right now you the highest scorer. Cheerleader and her name was Laura. Blew me good like she knew the chorus. She got naked and she told me stories. Told me that her pussy made a porridge. See the trees, baby, through the forest. No, girl, you ain't gon' record me. One of a kind and you can't ignore me. At least we didn't have to go on Maury. Been a real strange year, a crazy year. Coronavirus had the people wildin', burning bridges while they on the way to college. Hard times just can't abolish. Government still want they shoes polished. Crembonics with a little chronic. I'm just trying to kick a little knowledge. I swear.
Anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. You know, I just think back of could I have been more.
It's been a crazy year, a crazy year. Yeah. Some say they hate it here. I'm just glad I made it here. Pouring lean during quarantine while the government is trying to scam you. Make a play, staying out the way while the state attorney trying to bam you. It's been a crazy year, a crazy year. Yeah. Some say they hate it here. I'm just glad I made it here. Pouring lean during quarantine while the government is trying to scam you. Make a play, staying out the way while the state attorney trying to bam you.
Hey. Been a crazy year. I live a crazy life. I'm from a crazy place. Every day somebody trying to take your life. Gotta keep a big old pistol, poke you up with the blade of this knife. I'm from Baton Rouge. Sorry, that's just the way of life. Sharks all in the water. I hope you a good swimmer. Keep your head on the swivel. They gon' dump your body in the river. Might float right past the NOLA. Find a body in Pensacola. Still screaming free C murder. That's my motherfucking soldier. To the death of me, in the game of life ain't no referee. Forever TRU, fuck boy, ain't no checking me. Gotta stay 2 steps ahead, life's a game of chess to me. I'ma always bounce back, even when you think you got the best of me.
It's been a crazy year, a crazy year. Yeah. Some say they hate it here. I'm just glad I made it here. Pouring lean during quarantine while the government is trying to scam you. Make a play, staying out the way while the state attorney trying to bam you. It's been a crazy year, a crazy year. Yeah. Some say they hate it here. I'm just glad I made it here.
Well, we already had a caller, man. Y'all tuned in. It's Creme de la Creme.
Wow.
Creme de la Creme in here with the Chop Up Podcast.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Man, I hope y'all having a good Saturday, man. If we already interviewed you before, you can slide down this way. You know the location. Man, we got food out here. They on the grill. We enjoying ourselves, man. But we got Cremro up in the building. He spent the block. This time solo dolo. What's going on, man?
Man, blessed to be alive, my brother.
What's going on, Crem?
Shit, blessed to be alive. How you gentlemen doing, all right?
A lot of great work from you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Ready to dive into it.
Let these people know what you got up here, the type of merch you dealing with right now, man.
Well, just on the table, or we have some 100% stainless steel pendants. So these are available at Cremro.com. A friend of mine in Czech Republic, he creates these hand stencils and then designs them and laser cuts them. They'll never tarnish. They'll never rust. And I just allow my fans to get involved, in an economic way. We have Cremro pendants. We have a Cola pendant. I have a Southbound Foundation pendant that I've gifted my artists. And, just trying to make it capable for other individuals,
Sure. Man, you never cease to amaze me, bro. Last time you came, you had the air fresheners.
Yep.
For the cars and shit like that.
Still got them.
Yeah. Look, mine still got a scent on that bitch too, dog.
Wow.
I was like, damn, this bitch lasts long as hell, bro. I gotta let bro know that shit.
Thank you for utilizing it, man. That means a lot to me.
For sure, man. But since the last time you came, when you had like 2 tours, I believe. I think it was one before the Carolina one that you had Sko Mozzie on it with you.
Yeah, I took Mozzie on the road. Mozzie and my brother Nuck. Yeah, I took them out to the Midwest. I've got a lot of great fans and friends out in the Midwest. Yeah. Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas.
Yeah, man. How was that, bro?
It's great every time, G.
Every time?
It's great every time. The most beautiful thing is to watch the growth.
Yeah.
When I was doing shows a decade ago, opening up for other big artists,
Yeah.
I would just tap in with the promoters and the DJs and build relationships. Thank God and thank my work ethic, a decade later, I can still utilize those markets for my solo brand and now for Mozzie and Nuck, some of my artists on my brand, some of my partners who deserve that opportunity.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, and I'm glad you did it. And he'll tell you that he know I used to be on his ass about popping out, and because the people fuck with him, he can rap. But bro, I'm glad you lit a fire underscore Mozzie. I'm too glad that you did that, bro. He came back after he came back from that tour, he was like, bro, I'm ready to turn up, man. I want to come do an interview. I want to come do a mic performance. I'm dropping Florida Baby. He was excited, man. Like, I'm glad you lit that under him. And he couldn't see it because all he was used to was just this area, just Pensacola, and how the fans are here. And when he went out Midwest, people wanted to take pictures, all that shit. Sure. He was like, bruh,
yeah, man.
I get love everywhere. So,
sure, man.
Yeah.
You got to think these people save maybe 6-8 months, all of their income to come visit this state.
Yeah.
For maybe a week. They spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So when you bring it to them and they can spend $50 or $60, maybe $100 total in merchandise and see some Florida Baby or Florida Water.
Yeah.
You bringing things to them that they don't normally get to see, and people appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a fact. Man. What you got in the cup, man?
I've been on this Milagro. I don't drink very, very often, but I've been on my tequila.
Yeah.
But I got hip to this Milagro, 100% agave out of Mexico.
You got the Reposado or you got the Silver?
Oh, I got the Blanquito, just kind of the low key today. But I just been on that and some diet tonic and some lime and just, something light.
Yeah.
Something light.
I ain't never mixed it with the tonic, man. I'm going to have to try that.
It's good, man. There's no sugar.
Less sugar, yeah.
There's no sugar in diet tonic. And, my daddy was diabetic. I have like a long family of diabetes. So, I try to avoid that best I can. I don't drink soda pop or anything. So
yeah, that's what's up. As I pop a ginger ale, this count a soda pop?
I mean, ginger is good for you.
Yeah,
ginger is great for you. Ginger ale does have a good bit of sugar, but hey, man, I'm not a dietitian, man.
yeah, man. So, talk to me about the Carolinas, bro. You had me definitely excited with that one. You hit my neck of the woods, bro.
Right,
in the mountains.
And thank you. I want to commend you and thank you for sharing the flyers and things of that nature. You from Charlotte? I'm
actually from Hendersonville, North Carolina, which is a neighboring city of Asheville.
Right.
Yeah.
I know where Hendersonville.
Yeah.
So we were a friend of mine who has been out of Carolina for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's signed to. Are you familiar with the Snow Goons?
Nope.
Okay, so Onyx, of course.
I know Onyx.
You know Nas, of course. So Snow Goons is a German production group that produced, I'm just hypothesizing, maybe 60% of Onyx records, but they also handle all of Onyx overseas touring.
Oh, yeah.
So when Onyx goes overseas to Europe, to Germany, the production team is with them making beats, going to the shows, etc. So they signed a friend of mine about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to Benny Holiday, a good kid. He's out of Asheville.
Okay, yeah.
So
I seen him on the live.
Yeah. Benny's a good kid. His originally, which is pretty cool, his name was Benny Hanna.
Yeah.
But he got a cease and desist from
Benny Hanna
from the restaurant.
Hit that fan for me right there.
It's
in the front. Turn the knob. Turn it off. In the front, that knob right there. Yeah, that's gonna pick up. I don't want that on there. Yeah, but so I ain't know he was actually from Asheville. But
yeah, he's from Asheville, and he signed to Snow Goons. So they've given him an opportunity not only to utilize their Spotify and their playlist options, but utilize their brand.
Yeah,
and it's helping him evolve. It's a hip hop.
Right.
This isn't a Southern gangster rap type of origin.
Right.
But long story short story long, he put together a 5-city tour with Caskey, who's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And it was just...
Shout out Caskey, man.
Man, shout out to Caskey. It's a great human being, incredible artist, and he's got some great things in store. Yeah. But to answer your question, we did 5 cities in 5 days, 5 nights. And I brought Lil Trill Will with me. I've got on Instagram, I've got a little row cap of the 5 cities.
Yeah.
So we did Jacksonville, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, South Charleston,
Yeah.
Spartanburg.
Yeah. Shout out to Spartanburg.
Yep.
Shout out to Upstate, Greenville,
and Gastonia,
Gastonia.
which I call it the gas station.
Gas station. Gas town. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shout out
was
to
great,
Gastonia, man.
Yeah, it was good. You know, anytime you're able to bring your talent to another platform, to another city, and people can appreciate it,
Yeah.
you need to be grateful.
Hell yeah. So
You need to be grateful.
So tell me the truth, man. Out of them 5, man, which one was the livest?
The most tickets sold?
Yeah,
Most tickets sold may have been Asheville.
for real.
I would say because Benny was the promoter.
Yeah,
And he's from Asheville.
Yeah.
Now, I performed at Asheville Music Hall a few times already, but it's a
Okay.
great venue. It's downtown Asheville.
Yeah.
Asheville's really grown. When's the last time you've been back?
last time I've been back was 2 years ago. But
Okay.
yeah, it has really
So
grown
you've seen
though
it.
since.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've seen it.
Yeah,
It's starting to look like Palafox, so to speak. You know, they're really building up. So
breweries and shit
Yeah.
everywhere. I'm like, damn, when did all
I
this
think
go?
it was like maybe 280 in Asheville.
yeah,
Spartanburg is always special. That's a venue called Ground Zero.
Okay.
They do a lot of rock concerts, a lot of metal concerts, but Ground Zero in Spartanburg, South Carolina is a legendary venue.
okay,
Yeah, so that was probably second runner up. I think there was about 240 there.
yeah.
How was
Good shows.
how was like the crowd reaction?
I was about to say, who was the littest crowd? What city had the littest crowd? Fuck the
Man.
tickets being sold. Who was the most lit?
I would say, man, they was all fire. It was all fire.
Sure.
Good answer.
Yeah.
It
Good
was all
answer.
fire.
Carolinas was on fire, man.
Yeah, that's the road Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
I love those people. They good people.
Yeah. Talk to us about this project, Cremro and Friends, bro.
It's incredible, man. I dropped it on the 28th of July. Yesterday, it just superseded 100,000 streams just on Spotify.
Damn.
It's the greatest release I've ever released. I do Cremro and Friends 3 because I've done Cremro and Friends 2 and Cremro and Friends.
Yeah.
I don't drop them every year, but I'll do a collaborative project, you know, and it's a conglomerate where every record has a feature. And every feature is a prominent artist in my heart, in my mind, and somebody who I think my listeners will appreciate.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, to the outsider, there's 20K worth of features on this tape.
Yeah.
You know,
I seen one that I was like, wow. You know, and this comes probably from you doing your tours in the Midwest, but Ritz.
one of the most incredible rappers of all time. Maybe
A lot of motherfuckers don't know about Ritz.
maybe my favorite rapper. I mean, him and Zero are tug of war very often when it comes to rap music for me.
Yeah.
Rappers that are still, you know, alive and putting out music.
And putting out music.
He's a great friend of mine. Phenomenal MC. You know, he was signed to Tech for
Tech
4
Nine,
years.
yeah.
He was with Strange.
Strange.
And you know, he's the highest selling artist on Strange Music other than Tech.
Damn.
And he was only there for you.
Damn.
So
and
he
I ain't
sold
even,
more than Cut Calhoun. He sold more than Stevie. He sold more than what's my
Damn.
partner?
Chris Calico.
Right now, no shouts to them. They
Yeah.
all fire.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but Rich is incredible, and if you don't have it, please go check out his album. It's called Mellow Elevation Music. It's fantastic. He has his own label now called CNT Records,
Yeah.
which is Clientele. I'm a firm believer in Clientele, so shout out to Rich, man. That's the homie.
Yeah. And I immediately went to track number 8 when I got the
That's the
project.
Reflection.
Yeah.
With Deezy.
Deezy, my dog, man.
That's my cousin,
Yeah.
man, right there. Yeah, you know he's he's just a naturally gifted kid.
Yeah.
He's just a naturally gifted young man. He's overcome a lot of adversity, but he has the serenade of a spiritual angel, man. He can sing, he can rap. He's really been through it. He's a great father, great family man. I was honored to have him on this tape.
Bro, my first ever experience of Deezy, he came up here and he was doing a show with Dub City at Just One More Saloon. I don't even know if it was called that.
Yeah, it was
called that
our
then.
show. It
Yeah.
was Haystack and I.
Was it that one?
Yeah, Pookie booked it.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. And he was about to he came in with them, and you know, Dub City do it big when he make an entrance. So he had the cameras all on him and all that, iced out and all this. And,
Absolutely.
And Deezy was just over there looking regular. Like, I really thought he was just part of the entourage. It was like, he ain't gonna rap or nothing like that. And he got on stage with Dub, got on stage. And when he took the mic, he started rapping and shit. And then he went into a little sing-songy flow. When I tell you he had the crowd just stuck, just looking like this, everybody looking just like I was, like, who the fuck is that? And I look over at Dub, and Dub just smiling like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's a naturally gifted young man, and go get his albums, man. Divine Intervention. I bought 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I don't stream.
Yeah,
You know, I'll stream YouTube, but I go and purchase iTunes still.
yeah,
You know, if I pay $10 a month for Apple Music, but then I decide to go elsewhere, I don't keep that content.
Right.
It goes away when the subscription goes away.
right.
So I'm still kind of waiting in line to buy a CD and
Right.
buy a magazine,
Basically.
so to speak.
Yeah.
So I find an album I really enjoy, I just purchase it on iTunes. But I've done that with DZ's records. He's got some good stuff coming too. You know, he's a Southbound Foundation affiliate for sure.
Yes, sir. He out of Lake Charles, right?
He's out of the Chuck, yeah. I'm headed down there to shoot the video with him for Reflection and shoot the video with Tebow for Crazy Year.
Oh, both in Lake Charles?
Yeah. Well, Baton Rouge with
Baton Rouge,
Tebow
you
and
going-
Lake Charles with DZ.
So you making your rounds down in Louisiana? I mean, yeah, down through Louisiana.
Yeah, have
and
to.
shit.
I've got family in Marrero in New Orleans. You know, I have family on the West Bank, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go down there and visit them. Shout out to
You
North.
actually sound like you're from Louisiana.
I get that a lot. I'm not, but you know, growing up, my best friends were from Lakeside and
Yeah.
Marrero and things of that nature. But one of my good cousins, he owns NOLA Adventures, and it's a bow fishing experience. So you go out on the canal and you can bow fish. You know,
Yeah.
shoot the fish, etc., gators, etc. So he's doing well with that.
Damn.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. That's a lot going on. bro.
NOLA Native Adventures. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, all that, man. Shout out to my cousin Joel. He doing great.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good record. That's a crazy you asked that. I haven't been asked that. So that's an Evil G record. Shout out to Evil G. I gotta give him his
one of the
flowers.
greatest to ever do it out of Pensacola.
I
man.
say the greatest.
Yeah.
And I love Spade. I love Tiller. I love M11. I love these guys. I love Timmy Fingers. But when it comes to production, you know, he gets the row vote. But it was an Evil G record. I actually had another hook written to it where I was singing and rapping on it. It's called Panhandle Pioneer.
Yeah.
And I let 2 of my partners hear it, and they was like, man, I like the record. But like, you the Panhandle Pioneer, I expected a little more on the hook.
Yeah.
So that sent me back to the lab a little bit. And one day I was chopping it on the phone with Hog, and you like this beat? He said, I fuck with it. You know, Hog been a friend of mine for a decade and a half.
Yeah.
But he wrote that hook, snapped on it. And, you know, shout out to Zay. We shot the video out in Navarre Beach.
Okay.
Kind of film. Have y'all seen the movie Castaway?
Yeah.
Remember the old school Tom
Yeah.
Hanks with the blood on the Jones?
Yeah.
I did it similar, but with the true paint.
Yeah.
And had the abandoned sailboat. But a lot of people love that record. And it's just. Thank
video
you, man.
hard as
Yeah,
hell.
Thank you. Yeah, Zay and I, we don't miss, man. We really don't, and I can't wait for y'all to see what we have coming. He's working diligently with my old DV tapes. I've got about 40 small DV tapes. Those are the little tapes that used to go on the camcorder before the chips.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm using to make my
I seen you post,
Cremumentary.
you made a post with that old stuff, right? And
Sure.
You was like, this is history right
I'll do
here.
a little teaser every
Yeah.
now and again, but yeah, we putting together the Cremumentary, and when it comes out, it's gonna be special, man.
I like how you use your acronym like on like different words and stuff like
With
like
the
how-
rope, Crem.
yeah, criminate.
Yeah.
It's what we call crimbonics. So, yeah. But for the last 20 años, man, for the last 20 years, I've been just trying to be a little bit different than everyone else.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, utilizing that vernacular, that cranacular, helps me stand out, stand aside. You
That's
know?
hard.
Hey, that shit be flowing with everything, too.
Everything.
Real
like,
quick, let me
perfect.
read off some comments, man. Shout out to Dylan Lindsay with Dylan Masonry. I always plug my dog because my dog always come through and show local artists support. He actually sponsors events. So if you're trying to throw something and you need a sponsor, please get at him. Dylan Lindsay, and that's Dylan Masonry. Shout out to Scope Mozzie. He said, La Familia, Te Quiero Hermano. Love you, bro.
Love you too, my boy.
Robert Losi said, what up, Big V? Cam Black out of Hendersonville, North Carolina says they never gave Ritz his flowers on God.
Well, you right about that, Cam.
Shout out to Mookie Ingram. Shout out Big V Cam. Let's say Big V. What's up, y'all? What's up, Hendo? Hendo tuned in.
Yeah, man, you can copy paste the link and I'll share it in my story. We'll try to build up a little bit. You know,
yeah.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah, we could do that.
And y'all put this on YouTube as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure I'll make sure I post it. We'll run it up a little bit.
That's for sure. Hold on, let me tag you in there right now. I don't know why I ain't do that at the beginning.
Did you have like I know that like you be having like the merch and the branding part and stuff like that. Like, did you have like a lot of people like coming to take pictures and stuff like that?
You talking about in these last particular shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought a good round of mine with me. His name's they call him White Will.
Oh yeah, I know White Will.
But
Yeah,
I call him
my dog.
Trill Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I brought him and his old lady on the road.
Okay.
You know, I paid him for each night to shoot. I made sure I covered his residency and his hospitality each night. And similar when you said Sko was appreciative of the opportunity, I didn't do that because I wanted a pat on the back. I wanted him to get out there. Thank you for doing that. I wanted him to get out there, get his feet wet, meet other artists, network, and go to places they have never been.
Yeah.
Life is short, man, and if you're really serious about this craft, you have to travel.
Yeah.
You don't have to move away. See, a lot of people think, man, I got to get out the cold. I got to move to Atlanta. You don't necessarily have to uproot and move away. You just have to travel.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of my OGs told me that when I was young, everybody was trying to get out the city.
Yeah.
Granted, I did move away for a decade.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned is if you build good rapport and good relationships with the people you're working with, that relationship, that relationship is intact for life, por vida. I mean, your children might meet their children. You never know where it's going to go and where it's going to grow. But to answer your question, I brought Trill Will. He's the one who edited the little roll cap we did for the 5 cities. He had a great time from what I could see, and he shoots great footage. So I try to utilize him best I can for the on the run, and then I go with Zay when it's time to shoot the movies.
Yeah. So on the Cola remix, when you got Sook on there, how did that? Tell me about how that feature came about, because that was, to me, that was unexpected.
Really?
Yeah, you caught me off guard with that.
What makes you say that?
I just didn't at first. I just didn't see the feature,
connection.
the correlation, the connection, or
Right.
anything like that. But I was like, damn, Sook did
That
that
shit
on the
came
hook.
out
My next
hard.
question was, what do you think about the feature?
Yeah. Oh no, he did that
Snap,
on the hook.
right?
Yeah.
That bit came out hard.
Snap. Well, you know, Zay was managing Sook prior to D Money.
Yeah.
Zay shot the visual. Zay and I had tied in on a relationship. I'm a Sook fan.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a downtown kind of East Side kid, but I'm a fan of his music. He has pain. He has progression. You know, and he tells you how it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So it's not, you know, it's not the content where everything's bad, it's gonna remain bad. It's,
Right.
hey, things are rough, but if you work hard,
It'll
you're gonna
be
bubble
alright.
up. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, but we shot that video. It just hit 100K like last month,
Yeah.
and that's the best visual I have. But all these are organic. They valued within the city, and I have people daily come to me and say, "Man, I love the song. You should do a video."
Yeah.
Cause
Where you been at? It's out.
true, but you can't blame them. You know, if I had another 20K in advertising and marketing, and I had posters and me and Sook at every Tom Thumb in this city,
Yeah,
they
you
wouldn't
right.
be as questionable.
Right.
Questionable, right? So, you know, it's not them to blame.
Yeah.
You can't blame them for not being aware if you're not, you know, teaching them or putting it in their face, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that's how that came about. And I think he locked up right now. I don't know if he home, but just on some little county shit. So
If you is free Sook.
yeah, free
if
Sook.
so.
But when he jumped, man, we got a tape coming.
Okay.
We got a cool
Oh,
little
little
EP,
tape.
little
EP.
six track EP.
What is gonna be called?
We don't have a title yet.
Oh,
I ain't
okay.
even gonna cap with you. But I'm trying to get him
Yeah.
outside the city. I'm trying to bring Sook to.
Well, you know, that's what So like I said, at first I didn't see the connection, but after I listened to it, I was like, damn, like I ain't even think that song could get any better. But Sook put a little bit of seasoning on that bitch on the hook.
He put that Sook seasoning.
But I was excited because I was like, man, I hadn't seen Sook in a while, and I remember when he had a strong run, no matter where I looked.
That record with him and Ray Allen.
Yeah. I know I be bad with names, bro. But I know
has
which
a
one you're
sample
talking
in the
about.
beat. I mean, anytime his ambiance is just fire. But
Yeah.
when I saw that video, excuse me, but and it was going crazy, I was like, man, I would love to. And we went to AJ. Shout out to AJ.
Shout out to AJ.
Another phenomenal human being that is a great character, great work ethic, phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
Just over the top producer. Give you the shirt off his back, you know. But he recorded that feature for us.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It came out real good, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm proud of that record. Y'all pray for me. I'm doing my best to get that song to the Ice Pilots or to the Ice the hockey team.
Oh yeah.
And to the Wahoos.
Yeah.
Not the entire record, but on intermission,
Just the
in
hook.
between innings. Came out of
the most underrated city.
If we could just get that going at the fair and at these events, it's something that's organic, it's special, it means something.
Yeah.
And I just want to push these kids, man. These kids are, I don't want to say they're lost, but they're just being fed a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
So
Misguided.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So if we could just give them a little direction that means a little more musically, I would love that part.
Yeah, nah, that's
I'd be proud
facts.
to do that.
That's facts. Man, it's one line in particular that, and this is what I like about you also, is that it's a lot of times the stuff that you say is so simple but deep at the same time. But one of my favorite parts of the song is when you say, I love all my supporters, I pray for all my haters.
Yeah. I
Man,
do every day.
Why are you like that? What made Cremro like that?
Well, I was a very negative kid. You wouldn't have gotten this out of me 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I hated everyone.
Yeah.
I was very much so Zero, Fuck the World album. I was, you don't know me. I've had it hard, man. I was very negative, pessimistic.
Yeah.
And then I went through some very tough times, but I overcame that adversity through faith of God and through hard work.
Yeah.
And to this day, even when I go to work, when I go to places, people say, man, you always seem like you're positive. You give off good energy.
Yeah.
That's my superpower. Because you can ask the people who really know Ro, for a long time, I was very, very negative. I was violent. I was derogatory. I wasn't a good human.
Yeah.
But I pray for my enemies. I pray for my haters. I really do, man, because they're only enemies or hating for a reason within themselves.
Yeah.
Unless it was back in the day, and
Right.
I got over on somebody, I got with somebody's girl or something. That's been 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
So, that doesn't have anything to do with what we're pushing now. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you tune in inherently to the lyrics like that, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, just being a rapper and lyricist myself, that's one of the main things. The beat will grab me, but then I gotta listen to what you say because it gotta make sense.
Shout out to the beat. So that beat was produced by Drell on the track. He's got 5 or 6 plaques, platinum plaques with NBA and with Rod Wave.
Yeah.
Drell on the track. I purchased the rights to that record, so we own that out, to the bottom. So that's how we're able to shop it now to the different, television stations, radios, and sports teams, etc.
Is he local?
Nah, he is actually from Atlanta.
Oh, he's from Atlanta. Okay.
Drell on the track. Yeah, he did Dark Clouds from Rod Wave. He did a lot of Rod Wave records, and he did 3 or 4 records that went platinum for NBA.
Yeah.
For Young Boy, for YB.
Damn.
I
Shout
hit
out
him
to
one
him.
day, and I said, man, I really wanted to purchase the record.
Yeah.
The production, get the stems. He wanted $1,000 for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, I'm from the 850, man. Will you take 850? I swear, bro. On my granny. And he said, hold on, let me go to my website and change the price. And he changed it, and I sent it to him, and he followed me on IG right then, and
Yeah.
he stayed tuned in with my music a little bit. He was like, just keep making good songs, The rap shit the rap is cool, but the songwriting,
Yeah.
that's what's going to get you in if you want to be in these arenas or in these shows or writing for other artists, you know, if you want to carry the legacy a little further than just a Saturday night,
Right.
you want to get into a forum of songwriting and composing, and that's what I'm looking at in my 30s.
Yeah.
Trying to get into that.
Facts. That's growth.
Promise.
That's growth, man. When the next show?
I've been turning a few down, bro.
Yeah.
I really have for the first time in my life.
Yeah, man.
You know, all money's not good money. I don't necessarily need it. I'm not way up there, but I don't really need the 500-600 at this point in time. I'd rather find a great venue, help cultivate the production, bring in the team, maybe do a tour.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna do a small stretch in the fall for Cremro and Friends 3, and in 2024 I have an album coming called Cremotions. And it's the biggest album of EP or project of my career. It's powerful records, bro.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tour off that next year. But I'll just probably, you know, continue with the records of Cremro and Friends 3 this year, and you know, knock out some features, videos, etc. Pump the merch, and get these commodities going. You know, my coffee's doing pretty good right now. I have my own coffee called Creme Roast.
Hold on. Man, you was off the chain with this shit, dog.
What
With
about?
this promo. I believe you took Creme Roast. Hold on,
I'm
let me
surprised
answer these
y'all wasn't
Facebook
hip.
questions.
Yeah.
Cam Black said, "Hey Big V, can I check him out? Is he on Spotify?" Yes, sir. He is on Spotify and all digital platforms. All you got to do is type in Creme Roast Smith. All of his music will pop up.
sir.
For sure.
Thank you.
And the last one is Cremro and Friends, and he got a ton of projects before that you can check out too. So make sure you go check them out, bro, and let me know what you think for sure.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the
A-Stack Monk said, yes, sir. Shout out to Crumb.
Now you know who Monk is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to get Monk on here.
You know, Monk, man, and I hope he's watching this. He was a pioneer in the city when we were both vaguely young. You heard me? He was with I-10, with Mondo and them, and I was kind of a little scattered kid. You heard me? I didn't really have a camp at that time. It was before I had built Southbound Coalition or built Southbound Foundation. But Boneface really, he was the first one to see it.
Yeah.
And we talk about it often. He prides himself in seeing it.
Yeah.
But he used to throw me to the fucking wolves. On purpose.
Yeah.
We'd go open for Plies, or we'd go do a show in Foley with Third Degree and Rim, and he'd send me up there.
Yeah.
Dolo. Bro, go up there, open up.
Yeah.
Be nobody in the fucking crowd. They be at the bar. Be 300 people by the bar and 2 people by the stage.
Yeah.
Go up there. We bring Sammy Sam or somebody with us to DJ. I go up there. And first song, they be like, oh, okay. Second song, they third song, about 40, 50 people by the stage. I do my 5th song, there's 100 people.
Yeah.
Then Rim will come on, Third will come on, Bone will come on, here come the crowd.
Yeah.
But I always thank him, and I always will admire him as my original OG and my brother Fizzle, because he was the first one to see it.
That's what's up.
And Monk was around that time. This is 06, 07. And Monk was snapping. He's still snapping.
Yeah.
I got a lot of love for Monk, man. Shout out to Monk.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Monk, man. I got to get Monk up here as well, man.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
I know he got some stories.
Hey.
He got some stories, man.
He got some stories for sure. I know he do too, man.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, I just did a feature for one of his artists and just sent it to him before I got to the podcast today.
Okay. Nice. Good
So,
work,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Always putting in work.
Hell yeah.
You snapping verses, doing podcasts.
Look,
all of
man,
that.
I gotta do it all. I just love being around music, bro. And like you saying, the older we get, the more you gotta like cater to something else. It ain't gonna be about those Saturday nights. So it's like shit, podcasting, bro. Like this some shit. Really, I went to school for communications and shit like
Okay.
that.
Well, that's
so I'm just putting it out there
Hey.
now, and I just love music. So we doing
Sure.
that. Monk responded. He said, "Thanks, Brody."
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean what I say and say what I mean, brother. It's nothing but love.
That's for sure. That's for sure, man. But yeah, though, speaking of like shows and stuff like that, because I recently tried to make it to a show that you was supposed to be at. I was all excited and look at all those little stories. I see y'all in the parking lot, you and Sco, and then I got there and y'all wasn't there. But like,
Yeah, I mean, I could touch
Things
on
that
that
make
if
a
you,
di-
if you
yeah.
need to. It's just the sound at that establishment was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put my artists or myself in a realm of discredited sound.
Right.
And that's not being cocky. It's not being confident. It's just being smart and being, logical.
Yeah.
If the sound's cutting out, the mic's peaking, if they don't have shit correct, we're not gonna rap.
Yeah.
And I will give the promoter back a portion of his funds.
Yeah.
I will give the venue back a portion of their funds, whether I got 50 people who paid to see me, 90 people, or 5 people. But I'm not going to go up there like I'm an open mic artist.
Right.
With all due respect, I've planted a lot of seeds in this township throughout Escambia, Okaloosa, Santa Rosa County. There's not many people who have, accomplished what I've accomplished, so I want to continue to stay strong and elevate. I don't want to go and rewind.
Yeah.
So with all due respect to that venue, if the sound ain't right, I'm not gonna rap.
Yeah.
Ultimately that's in the contract. So if you read it and you sign it, that's the part of it. But that particular show, I know people have fun, but it was a Saturday night for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Young Ro had to be at work at Jive at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So but yeah, shout out to that venue. I hope they get the sound right.
Yeah.
It used to be Jeans Lounge when I was a kid.
Back in the days. Yeah. Back in the day, that bitch used to be slugged out too. I remember Jeans Lounge. But
somebody said they got the sound better at the end.
At the end. That's when I got there, by the way.
Well, gracias a Jesus Cristo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, for getting it right for the people who stayed. But
yeah.
I'm not sticking around for it.
Hell nah. But
all due respect.
That's one of those things that it's respected though anyway. You could be disappointed. Somebody could be disappointed at that, but at the end of the day, they would have to respect it because of the level that you're at as an artist. Like you said, it's some people that's really at like the open mic
I didn't
level.
even want to put Sko up there.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't
want
to put Nuck up there.
Yeah.
And
but you got to stand on your brand.
Well, absolutely, bro. All it takes is one Crimstagram of somebody, and then what? This dude ain't rocking nothing. You feel me? So perception is key, but factual rhythm is reality to me. So when we go into a venue, now keep in mind, that might be a little bit of my, I don't want to say my fault, but maybe I should have showed up the day prior, checked the sound, met the DJ, etc. I wasn't necessarily compensated for that, but if you want to have all the T's crossed and the I's dotted, show up a week prior.
Yeah.
Meet the venue owner. Check out the PA system. Hook up your wireless mics. Hook up your mixer. Hook up your CDJ. Make sure everything's straight. Shout out to Dusty the Luna. I sent him through there early to get through there and get hooked up. And he hit me. He's like, "Bro, this shit sketchy." I'm like, "Well, I'm still finna pull up in hopes that things will get right."
Is Dusty your sound man officially? That's your sound man?
We rock together. That's my dog.
Yeah.
I rock with Dusty. I really like his. I like his mentality, man.
I fuck with Dusty heavy.
Yeah.
When I get back,
I saw you had him and Trap on here.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Trap too. He fire.
Yeah, Trap is fire.
I like him. He's got a voice that's unique.
Yeah.
Sound like Webby and Bubba Sparks' cousin.
He need to get back. He need to for sure get comfortable being visible. I see he like to just be low key. I see that about him. His personality, so he need to get comfortable getting visible. Because I told him after listening to Spring Training.
Great album.
Yeah.
Great project.
See, we got eye because I'm
the
like,
samples on that album and the production.
I was like, bruh, this shit is fire. Like I actually was in the back with him, in the back with Fresco when we was listening to that shit. I was like, bruh.
Did they record here?
Yeah. He was getting it. I don't know if they recorded it, but they was getting it mixed here for sure. Getting the touch-ups here. Yeah.
Well, that's the man to do it.
Yeah. I was
you
like,
want some
hey,
pressure? That's
this
the man
shit
to do it.
is fire, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I told him then, I was like, hey, man, I don't know where this album gonna take you. You can move however you move, but you got some fire on this business.
Well, I will say this, bro. I did some due diligence, and Trap was really living like that.
Yeah.
Cause I like to check in a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was really living like that. It's factual rhythm.
I could tell by his interview. When we interviewed, I could tell, man, he was telling us some wild stories that you had to been living. You had to been living. I'm talking about from being on the farm, on the actual farm, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know you telling the truth now.
Right. Not about it. Shout out to Trap. Shout out to Dusty. My fault, cuz. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good. What I seen too, I took notice of like from the tour and stuff like that. 16 zips, they sent you off with a pack.
They did.
On tour.
Shout out to Giles, man. Great friend of mine, decade and a half.
Shout out to Giles.
He was, I ain't gonna say he was, he a rapper.
I ain't never know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Wade, damn it, Wade.
Oh
you
shit,
rap?
you know about Wade.
You rap?
You know him better than me. He can rap, he can sing. I'll give you a quick Crem story, a little roast story.
Please do. I got to hear this.
20. Oh man, damn. Okay, so it ties into another bigger story, and I'll try to keep it consolidated and keep it concise.
Yeah.
2012, my partner called me. At the time, he was running the gun and a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he called me. He said, "Ro, I'm in Orlando. He in Nicola. He in Myrtle Grove."
Yeah.
He called me and said, "Ro, I got a little youngin. He fire. He got a little fedora. He got some glasses, and he's singing and rapping. He fire." I said, "Send me some of this shit." Send it to me. A little shaky on the mix, but it was good.
Yeah.
So I said, "Well, hey, man, I'm about to come up there and do a Haystack show." Cutthroat, shout out to Cutthroat. Cutthroat had booked the show, had brought Haystack up to a place called Live
Yeah, on 29.
on 29. Balata. It used
I
to be-
performed
yeah,
at that.
Like what? At the Stack show?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I opened
Well,
up. I was the first act.
He brought him 2 or 3 times. So you
It was
might have been
that
at all
one.
of them.
It was that one. Well,
But Boneface had the guitar? You remember when Fizzle came out with the guitar?
yeah.
Okay.
But no, this was no.
third
This one was when this had to been like the second time maybe. But Haystack at this point was kind of skinny. Like he wasn't big Haystack no more. He had just lost the weight though.
Oh, okay.
He came down there, and I remember Roy Jones being there
Yep.
for sure, and
So
I
you-
opened up.
Okay. You and I both did.
Yeah.
So, because I remember Champ being there too, and I
Yeah.
seen Champ, and we took a pic with
Yeah.
him. I gave him the tape. I've been hitting Champ with tapes for 30 years. That's another story. That's
Yeah.
my dog. But anyway, short story long story short. Giles came to the show, brought me to the show.
Yeah.
We opened up a stack. The next morning, shout out to H. Kane. We went to Rain Tree, which now it used to be it was Rain Tree first. Now it was Jasmine Creek, Jasmine Park.
Okay.
Off of 9th and Olive,
Yeah.
apartment complex. And I bought a video and a feature from Stack. The record was called and still is Real Good Rapper. Mm-hmm. And that record changed my life. That's how I got a deal with Stack, and that's how I toured the country. That's how I did 42 states and 180 shows.
Yeah.
Off of that one record. I mean, I was invested. I was
Yeah.
selling merch. I was changing tires. I was really working. I
Right.
was, hugging people, shaking hands, kissing babies. But they taught me that.
Yeah.
That's how I learned a lot of this. Not all of it, but a lot of it.
Right.
But Giles took me to H. Kane, and Giles was sitting on the bed while Haystack did my feature in H. Kane crib. Next time you see Giles, you ask him.
Damn.
And he was like, hey, okay. So a couple years later, Giles was rapping, doing good. You remember Bird? Darren Bird?
Yeah.
Third medium.
Third
or
millennial.
Yeah.
So
like that.
Giles hit me one day. He said, "Man, I want to shoot this video to this record we have." I said, "Come on down to Miramar Beach." I had plugs on the Crembacy Suites down there. I said, "Check into the Crembacy Suites. Me and my old lady are gonna come down there and we'll shoot the video." We went down there and we shot the video. Video did well,
Yeah.
but I snapped on his record. And ever since then, Giles and I have been tuned in. I love that little bro. I love Kid, man. He's a good kid. His mama's good. I know his people.
Yeah.
His people are solid, and I'm proud of him, man. I'm very, very proud of him. But the brand, to answer your question, yeah, he sent me off with a pack. Kasky was rocking the, you heard me? I try to do something for everybody who ain't got the opportunity to do it for themselves while they're in the city.
Right.
But now look, Giles is in Houston. He's in Colorado. He's in Foley. He's
He doing
getting
it.
there.
He doing
You
it.
give him 8 months, he'll be in 8 states.
Yeah.
I think he's in 4 right now. Give him another 4. Give him another 8 months. He'll be in 4 more states. That's just my hypothesis, but I think he will be. And I'll do everything I can to help him get there.
Hey, shout out to Trap Baby Pookie. He said, "What's good, bro?" And Sko said the Florida Baby remix, bubbling. He said,
Oh, coming soon.
yeah.
Creme de la.
Creme de la.
Creme de la.
Florida Baby
love that record.
remix.
I got to show you the Yeah, we cooked a beautiful logo for that Florida Baby.
Oh
It's
man.
great too. Here you go, B.
Let me see that. Oh yeah.
I think that's a great decal, a great T-shirt. I see that on a lot of back of pickup trucks and on the back window.
Let me see it.
Yeah. I like that.
You know that brand? What was it? Salt Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen it. It's in Walmart. It's in
Or
Target.
local.
local,
Yeah.
the FL local and all
Yeah.
that. Something, something like that. I believe in enough to gain enough.
Nah, that will though. Florida baby, that definitely.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna lie.
I was trying to do the same. Well, Florida water, Florida baby. You know,
Yeah.
People love Florida. But
Yeah, they
ain't
do.
even from here. You know, 1,200 people a day are moving here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,200 people per day are
I
moving
got
to our
something.
state. Yeah.
You seen that? I don't know if you seen on Instagram, but they had a map of Florida, right? It was like for anybody moving to Florida, this is a map of Florida.
Okay.
They had Miami at the top where Pensacola is. They had Pensacola at the bottom, Jacksonville at the bottom. So people could think like, oh, Miami's at the top, so people won't go to Miami, and people will move here and stuff like
And
that.
go to Pensacola.
Yeah.
Confusing the shit.
Yeah,
out of people.
just confusing people because so much people is moving to Florida.
Yeah.
And they don't know where they moving to. They just moving to Florida. They
Right.
don't-
Well, it's the no property tax, and the no state tax.
State tax.
is a valuable interest to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But man, wherever you go, man, you better get right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not from around there, you better get right a little bit. Make sure you're in cahoots with somebody who knows something.
Yeah.
We all know that. If you don't have any business around there,
Yeah.
Don't be around
you
there.
know.
Don't be around there, man.
Right.
Look, man, it's just now getting out to the world though. I feel like that Pensacola and Destin and these areas is where the best looking beaches are. Cause there's a lot of people from Carolina coming down here like, man, I'm in Destin, that's close to y'all. Or I'm in Panama City, that's close to y'all. I'm like, damn, y'all just now catching on. When
I would say
moved
the
down
most
here-
beautiful, most beautiful. I've never seen a more beautiful beach than ours, other than Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been to Greece, I've been to Turkey, I've been to a lot of places, but I would rep
The only place I would say
Cola
is Clearwater.
Clearwater, Reddington
been to
Beach.
Clearwater.
Yeah, Reddington Beach, St. Pete.
Yeah.
But see, you got to remember that's all on the Gulf Coast.
You know it, man.
You're right.
So on the East Coast, the Cocoa Beach, the
Yeah.
Madeira Beach,
It's not.
all that, people drive on the beach over there. You
Yeah.
have to remember they riding for the police patrol the beach on the sand.
Nah,
They drive on the sand over there.
Man, being from Carolina, I've been to Myrtle Beach so many times growing up. Can you believe I really only actually been on the sand like one time? Cause we ain't really fuck with the beach like that. We ain't fuck with the sand or nothing like that. We was just all about the strip.
Right.
But when I got down here and seen fucking white sand, bro,
They be putting my
and
feet
that
in
bitch
that
was
water.
soft, I was like,
Yeah.
what
Sugar. They call it sugar sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
was like, what?
It's that parico. It looks like a pound of parico.
Yeah.
It's like I want to dance in
Let me
this
put
stuff.
some of this in the bag. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
And it's healthy, man. There's a lot of salt in it. There's a lot of salt in the water.
Yeah.
Things can get contaminated, but get in there.
Yeah.
Splash your face with it. Put it on your back. Pause. Put your feet in it.
Yeah.
Do that for yourself because some people, like I was saying, they save their whole year to come down here for a week. We live 20 miles. Y'all live, 20 miles from it?
Yeah.
I live 2 miles from it.
Yeah.
So get out. That's exactly when I removed to come home. That's why I ain't come back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
I went out that way because I knew I would be out the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Purposeful move.
For
Still
sure.
got
You
an office in the city and studios in the city and rental properties in the city, but I stay out that way
Yeah.
on purpose.
So motherfuckers can't just be popping up and shit like that.
Yeah. And it was
You know,
tough for them
if
to
you
do
going
that.
out that way, you gotta be, you gotta make sure a motherfucker home. You can't just be guessing.
Sure.
You got-
Yeah. For sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah. Man.
What y'all think of the tape, man? You ran through it already? The Cremro and Friends 3?
Oh yeah. I ran through it as soon as it came out.
Thank
'Cause
you.
I told you I was gonna listen to the one with you and Deezy off the break,
I
and
saw
then
the
I'm gonna run
comment. I
through
was
it.
like, bro, you tuning in. Yeah.
I'll run it through it.
Did you
but
hear the one with Young Bleed?
man, I was just looking after you said that. I was like, I ain't see that on here.
Because you mentioned, you say you pray for your haters. This one's called Praying for My Enemies.
But I see it on here now.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta run through that. I gotta check that one
It'd
out.
be nice.
Man, matter of fact, we about to play that shit right now for the people.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna wash my. I'm take a leak, wash my hands, let y'all both.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey man, this one is called "Praying for My Enemies." Praying for my enemies, featuring Young Bleed. Hey, if you listen to No Limit back in the days, you know what that is.
I'm drowning in my memories. Roll up my reefer, crack the seal on this Tennessee. It's hard to deal without popping a pill. But I'm still praying for my enemies. Save me. I'm drowning in my memories. Roll up my reefer, crack the seal on this Tennessee. It's hard to deal without popping a pill. But I'm still praying for my enemies. Guardian angels on my back just like a jam sport. This here the test of my life, I had to cram for it. Never went to college, sometimes I wish I would've. Then again, I'm not in debt, I made a little moolah. We met Medusa at the age of 18. Versace shades, we was chewing on some beans. Then my cousin got caught up in the conspiracy. He did his jokes and he ain't talk, y'all ain't hearing me. That goes back before the click even meant something. Disrespecting our family, we finna dent something. Had a lot of homies, I had to lose some. Overdose in his face was looking blue and some. The game dirty, baby, I done leveled up. Come to my show and then they try to set me up. The left hand never late, the right no. Just a Florida boy that's seeing white snow. Cremro, somebody save me. I'm drowning in my memories. Roll up my reefer, crack the seal on this Tennessee. It's hard to deal without popping a pill. But I'm still praying for my enemies. Save me. I'm drowning in my memories. Roll up my reefer, crack the seal on this Tennessee. It's hard to deal without popping a pill. But I'm still praying for my enemies.
It's like I'm falling and I can't get up. Like it's something on top of my head and I'm stuck. Straight up, I try to pray to the heavens coming up. A lot of hard times, sleeping with the gun up. The sun up, and I'm knowing that it's a new day. Looking like a beautiful Sunday, Monday for Tuesday. I try to take the good out the bad, fuck with them fools say. From with niggas bust at your ass, right at your toupee. Before it's too late, I'm trying to fix the problem. It hurt like a toothache, obituary column. Cranking up the volume to the jam, cause I don't give a damn. I am what I am, and that's a motherfucker, man. Lot of pressure in the game, it's a goddamn shame. Like measure the rain, man, you know I got that thing. Hop that swing, retarded on the cock that thing. Pop that bang, bombarding on them choppers and things.
Somebody save me. I'm drowning in my memories. Roll up my reefer, crack the seal on this Tennessee. It's hard to deal without popping a pill. But I'm still praying for my enemies. Save me. I'm drowning in my memories. Roll up my reefer, crack the seal on this Tennessee.
Oh, now tell us how that came about, man, with you and Young Bleed, because that shit was hard, bro.
Shout out to Bleed. Now we remember Bleed, Baton Rouge legend.
Yeah, how you do that there?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
My balls and my word, the whole album.
The whole album.
Yeah. Play
You know,
through.
he was also signed to Strange.
Oh, I ain't know.
Did you know that?
Nah.
He got,
I remember he was signed to SIBO and them out west, but I ain't never know he did Strange.
SIBO. Of course, he was CeeLo.
Yeah,
Youngest of the
CeeLo,
kid, you know.
yeah.
P. Aaron, well, I should say Aaron, Tech 9 picked him up for one or two albums. He had a
Damn,
Strange music
I
album.
did not know that.
Yeah, that's some real knowledge for you. But we both got booked on the same show in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And I brought my brother Nuck up there with me. And shout out to Chucky Work Clothes, man. Y'all check him out. He's a fella from Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah. His brand is called Team Insomniac.
Oh,
and
shit.
it's fire, bro.
No sleep.
No sleep. And let me tell you, his grind is impeccable. He does card trading events, but it's like a music event, but they selling shoes, selling cards. They do a lot. And he's got a bash coming up. It's got Lil Kiki, Paul Wall, Devin the Dude.
I seen that.
And
damn, he got a line
him
up.
and Bleed used to tour together a little bit.
Yeah.
So when he booked me and Bleed on the same bill, we went up there and we went to the yo. I'm like, yo, Bleed, you like this record? And I swear to God, on my granny's grave, he said, that's that ghetto gospel. I said, man, I text him, I'm old school, bro. Like, and said, hey, man, can I offer you this?
Yeah.
I hit it on my phone and say, this cool? He looked at it, he said, run it.
Damn.
He did the feature for me for the Lolo.
Yeah.
You heard me? Like, for this legend. He was cool as a fan, man. So,
yeah.
And we just talked about going out there and shooting a video when I see him. Because, when I see Tebow, because him and Tebow in the same realm.
Yeah.
Before Boosie, before Ray Vicks, before Tebow, Bleed was the man.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
It went CeeLo and then Bleed. As far as Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
And I'm just speaking from a Florida kid, but
right.
Yeah, but shout out to Bleed, man.
Yeah, shout out to Bleed. I just recently started seeing him back, like doing interviews and shit like that, speaking on situations.
The movie is called Diamonds of the Dirt or something like that.
Tebow.
It's Tebow, Max Minnelli, Ray Vicks, South Coast Coalition. you know,
Yeah.
Boosie, but they touch on a lot. And they have 3 or 4 episodes coming, a series coming. You know, they're gonna touch on who's old buddy who got murked, bless his heart, Fredo Bang's people.
Yeah,
Hardaway?
G Money.
G Money, so they're
yeah,
gonna
the
do
real
something on
G-Money.
him. They're gonna do something on YB.
Yeah,
You know, so.
damn.
Shout out to those.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the whole BR, man.
Yeah, BR pressure. I mean, I feel like the Cola got a good run at him, but shout out to the BR.
Yeah,
you know
man.
that's the red stick.
I feel like BR and Picola definitely got chemistry, especially when it comes to when Roy Jones had a couple of people from down there doing music, wasn't it?
He had him from New Orleans, yeah, but you have to
from New
remember.
Orleans, yeah.
Well, he had Choppin' Magic. That's when I was signed to Blue Sky, which was a subsidiary of Bodyhead. That was my
Yeah.
first deal. Was
Yeah.
2004. That was when Roy was on the cover of Fight Night.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got to remember he had the HBO deal, and then he had the Fight Night deal, and he had the Universal deal.
Yeah.
So he had the video game. He had the 106 in Park. Remember 106 in Park?
Damn.
They were giving away prizes, and one of the prizes was his album
Yeah.
in 2004. He was on the cover of Fight
Smart.
Night.
Smart. Look
Yeah.
at Roy. Hey, I don't think nobody knew that.
Yeah, you know, and to this day, I ain't gonna cap with you, bro. I have a lot of old memorabilia from
Yeah.
that era, but I keep it vinyls and a lot of cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
I cherish that stuff because that's part of my story, part of their story.
Yeah.
It's been great that we've been able to share that for sure.
That's wild, man. I was gonna tell you give us a Roy Jones story. You did it.
Oh
You
man,
did it
that's
already.
one of them. Another one I'll tell you real quick.
Yeah.
And Mozzie will vouch for this. You know, Roy had a beautiful studio off of Klinger, across the street from University of West Florida Hospital.
In the cut.
In the cut.
I remember
and,
that.
You know, Timmy and all that. So when I got out of my juvenile bid, I did like 8 months in ERDC, Scammy Regional Detention Center, whatever. And I got out, and this guy approached me and said, "I want to give you a deal." You know, I'm 17, bro.
Yeah.
Deal, yeah. This is when you could get 2 for 89 Reeboks at Champs and 5 tall tees for $20. If y'all remember
I
that
remember
time.
the time limit. Yeah, I remember
Man,
this.
so I would bring Dub in there with me. He'd get a size 12. I'd get a size 10.
Yeah.
We'd split the 5 tall tees. And this fella came and gave us some change. You remember that was when what you call little dog tags were real popular.
Yeah.
People were engraving the dog tags. But we were recording there on Klinger at Bodyhead. Lumberjack, Perry On, Timmy Fingers.
Yeah.
And I walked into the studio and Magic was in there.
Damn.
And his notepad was there and he was rapping.
Notepad raps.
Damn. And I was like, man, these guys are
That let
the
you know,
goats.
boy.
Yeah. So they
Roy had a
left.
house
I ain't
not
seen
too
it.
far from there.
I ain't seen a
Right
notepad
there, your crib
in the
is?
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't
by
seen
the
a
studio.
notepad in the studio in forever, bro.
Yeah.
That let you know it's time.
I remember walking in there and seeing Magic, and I'm from the Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Ninth boy, man. Oh, I'm gonna say this while a lot of people in North Carolina tuned in. Man, my football team, when we played my senior year, we used to come out to a song on Magic CD, and it was called "Ball Till You Fall" featuring C
that
Murder.
record.
Yeah.
We're gonna ball till we fall, nigga. Hey, we gonna ball till we
That was a No
motherfucking
Limit
fall.
record.
Yeah.
That was a No Limit
That
record.
was, yeah. That was his No Limit album.
Damn.
It was him featuring C Murder.
We called him Shaggy. You heard me? Because
Yeah.
you know him and his wife, they were very close. Can't remember her name.
Shaggy was like a Ninth Ward slang. They used to, a lot of people
was.
used to say it in the ninth.
Yeah, but we used to call them Shaggy and Scooby because they never left each other. Yeah, him and his wife, they were very, very close.
Yeah.
Rest in paradise to both of them. They got in that
Car accident.
unfortunate vehicular incident, and they both passed. But their daughter, I believe, lived.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's still alive and well, from what I understand. But yeah, Magic and Chopper. I seen Chopper one day in Marrero one day
Yeah.
with the chain on. I said, "Juan, what's that?" He said, "Man, you know, tell them." I said, "Man, you got the chain on you." Shout out to Chopper. Yeah, that's a whole nother crim cast. But yeah, that was a crazy time.
Yeah, we was on
chain on, still talking shit.
I
we
swear
was
to
on
God.
we was on FaceTime with Marcelo. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Marcelo.
Yeah.
Now y'all know where that name came from, right?
Nope.
So y'all know the 5 families,
Uh huh.
Italian,
Yeah.
right? Genovese.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Marcello, original Mr. Marcello, was a boss of all New Orleans. Italian. He ran New Orleans. So all the urban community, as we've done over time, we looked up to the Italians.
Yeah.
They didn't too much care for us back then.
Right.
They actually did not care for us, as you know. But Marcello ran all of New Orleans for a long time. Believe it or not, he was also involved, they say, in the Kennedy assassination. So you do a little due diligence on that. Kennedy had beef because you got to remember Kennedy's brother came in there and tried to take down the mob.
Yeah.
So when Bobby came in there and tried to shake left and right, Marcello said, So that's a whole nother story. I don't speak much on it, but Mr. Marcello, that's where your partner got that name from.
Yeah. Currency big brother. Shout out to Mr. Brick Living.
Yeah, and shout out to Fiend and shout out to Sergon.
Yep. Shout out to Fiend for sure. Man. Damn, we could talk all day about No Limit. Damn, 7 o'clock went by fast.
Is it
got
already
here
7?
fast, bro. Yeah.
I just got to be back by Fort Walton by 8. I'll chop it up with y'all for a minute.
All right, that's a bet.
I think I had a small little quick list, man. I wonder. It ain't
Make sure you touch on. Yeah.
Well, it was just a small, cremogram that we could maybe follow.
Yeah.
I was saying, the thanks, the love, and support. A couple of questions. Oh, the Let It Burn audio, the Cola video, maybe a couple questions and calls. Cremro and Friends 1 through 3, and then promotions. So we damn near touched a lot of that already.
We did. We did. Let It Burn though. What's up with that?
That record's just powerful to me, man. For some reason, it's a drum dummy beat, and people really love it. A lot of people like, we rapping about the sad stuff, and it's just what I relate to, though. Yeah. And I haven't really fully grieved. Both my parents gone. I went through a really adverse situation where I lost my mama in 19 to cancer. I had to fight that battle with her in 20. Her only brother died of brain cancer less than a year later. In 21, my only blood niece died in a car wreck. She was 16. Yeah. And then 22, I lost my daddy, who was like my ace, my boon coon for 30-some years. So it was just one after the other. So that's why I created Cremotions. Yeah. And this project, I'm going to let y'all hear something off the air. It's so fucking powerful. Damn. I mean, I love this music and I love this city, but man, when I tell you this Cremotions is gonna get us out of here. Yeah, it's gonna get us out of here.
Is and you got a release date for that, or that's just to be determined?
Yeah, I would say like April, like my C-Day of 2024. Okay. I'm gonna run some videos first. I'm kind of taking the Jelly Roll approach now, where the next couple of videos, it's not gonna be me by a boat rapping. It's gonna be different characters, in different roles for different parts of the video. A small mini series, a small movie. Yeah. Might be 6 quick episodes, Yeah, so just, because some people see it a little different when they see a regular person in the role. Yeah. They see they see Ro on every video. But if they see some young, short-dreaded Mexicano or some little light-skinned fella, right, and some, person or some lady playing his mama, they may relate to it a little more. Yeah. Make it a little more cinematic, So I can't wait to direct that. Hell yeah. Zay and I, we got something special coming with that. Yeah. That's Promotions. Yeah. I got a record called Bipolar and Picola. And man, I feel like it's going to be the one. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be the one.
You got a feature on that one? Or that's just you?
There's not one feature on the entire album aside from one, and I don't want to leak it.
Don't even leak it. Don't even leak it.
Man, it's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a very big one.
That's what's up. Well, we're looking forward to that, man. But until then, we're going to be tuned into this Cremro and Friends 3.
Thank you.
That's for damn sure. Yeah.
Real quick.
Yes, sir. Touch on everything.
I just wanted to run off the features that we have on this particular project, so people who may not be fans of myself. So, Cremonade, we got Hog on there. That's a legendary golf course artist. Shout out to Hog. Make sure you tune in with him. He's getting booked daily.
Booked daily off of an album that was off of an album that was released in like 08.
People don't know, bro. He produced Bars of Love.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He made the beat. Yeah. So when I got out of prison and when Remy got out of prison, it was the same year. Boneface had a studio off Fairfield and Pace. It was Young Pappy's son's T-shirt shop, right across the street from Dimension and McDonald's.
Yeah.
And when I walked in there and I seen Ren with that big old bag of lyrics, he was recording Cloud of the Great.
Yeah.
One of the most prominent albums of this history of this city. And Hog came in there with the locks. Bone said, I got somebody. So what you got? He brought Hog and Bless. In the same session, it was me, Remy, Hog, Boneface, and Mike Bless.
Yeah.
All of them now are just out of
Shout out to Mike Bless, man. He don't get a lot of credit, but he be doing his thing on Country Wayne. I watch them skits every morning.
Oh, he getting credit?
That motherfucker funny.
He getting credit.
Yeah.
He may not getting these coupon cola credit.
Yeah,
but he getting TMZ credit.
Yeah. He damn sure getting that.
The Kevin Hart brunch.
He directing shit now. He
Bubba,
directing some of them skits.
Bubba, he at the Kevin Hart brunch.
Yeah.
He shaking hands.
He getting credit.
No, he
Where it matter.
made it, bro.
Yeah.
I remember
he for sure made it, bro.
Come on, man. I had records with him because you know he can really, really sing.
Yeah. I remember when Slip and Slide gave him the deal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You remember the record they had?
Trina?
They had Lamborghini Dreams or something, but it was him, Risco, Papa Duck.
That's when Slip and Slide dropped the compilation.
Yeah, it was Bless, Briscoe, Papa Duck, somebody else, but that song was so hard.
Yeah.
I love that record. But I love Bless. I talked to him not too long. He's in the Cremumentary. I got a little footage of him.
For sure.
You know, and I'm gonna get y'all in there too, man.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
it's 30 seconds, like, how did you feel when you met this young man?
Yeah.
You know, what was your energy state like? Did you believe in it? Do you think it was trash? Be honest.
Yeah.
You know, see honest, see factual. So I feel that's I feel like we're lacking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're tuned in on our telephone so much that we're losing what's real.
Yeah.
And we're
that's
chasing after something that's fake. You know, we're chasing
That's
after
true.
we're chasing after something that's fabricated.
real. Yeah.
You know.
That's wild, man. But look, we definitely got to wrap up. I definitely want to get off air and listen to some of that shit you got.
For sure, I'm gonna Bluetooth it to you right now or
sure.
AirDrop.
Yeah. We got other guests coming in, but
sure,
I
man. I
appreciate you,
y'all having
Cremro.
me, G.
Like, yeah, I feel like this time we really got to touch on a lot of shit that you wanted to talk about. The last time we were so all over the place. I want to apologize for it. When you and Doug was in, we was everywhere. I was just like, damn.
Cool, man. You know, City had a lot to say.
Yeah.
So, you know, when cuz want to talk, man,
Yeah.
you know, let bro talk. You know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But
I'm sure you'll have him back on here Dolo
Definitely.
soon too. So
definitely. But yeah.
shout out to Dove City, shout out to Southbound Foundation, shout out to Nook, shout out to Mozzie,
Yeah.
shout out to Chop Up Podcast. I love what you guys are doing for the city.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a pleasure to come through here. I appreciate you what y'all are doing. You got a lot of light, a lot of love. So just keep it up, you heard me. And don't take your foot off the gas, man.
Man, of
Continue
course,
to move,
man.
always move forward. And shout out to AMF, man. Always moving forward. Another great sponsor of mine.
Bet.
Good fella, yeah.
AMF.
1000. AMF, yeah. Kobe Bridges. He do a lot of the island fights.
Oh, okay.
He sponsored like 8 or
Okay.
9 fighters. He got
Yeah.
8 or 9 fighters around the
They just
Southeast.
recently had one, didn't it?
They did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dean too.
Man, Sko invited me to that bitch last minute, knowing I got a family,
Hey,
bro.
Mize, stay on that VIP table.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come forward with him though, cause
Yeah.
I was like, damn, give me some time in advance so I can plan this shit
Right,
out.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
But V, man, I appreciate you, my brother. For
For
real.
sure, man. Well, I gotta play. We gotta exit off of Reflection.
It's a great record.
Let's get it.
Appreciate y'all, man. One love. Southbound Foundation. P-Cola was out.
Yep.
I got you, Whoa.
Would never switch it up, but there's so many that did. It's beneficial for friends. They always switch in the end. Nothing switch in the wind.
Hey, well, G.